Andy did say, I don't know if you watched this past season of OC, but he did say that the OC franchise needs to be reworked. Do you agree with that at all?
You know, I didn't watch it either. I actually really haven't consistently watched the show since leaving. Obviously, if there was like an episode I was a part of, or they were talking about me, and, you know, trust me, I get so much unsolicited, you know, advice, information, stuff sent to me through Instagram. That's when I would like tune in or see something. And actually, to tell you the truth, don't kill me for this, but I canceled my cable because everything's now on your phone. So like, I can't even access Housewives if I wanted to. And so I didn't watch it, but you have to be living under a rock to not have a clue what's going on, because it's all over social, you know? And so I saw a lot of the feedback that was coming from the fans. And I think, you know, when Vicki and Tamra, that last season they were on, I think the fans were frustrated because they're just like, those storylines feel stale, they're feeling unauthentic, they're feeling just very like contrived. And so I think the network thought that was like a good move to, release them from the series. And then I think everyone was like, really like, okay, what's going to happen now? It's going to be a refresh, you know, a new start, whatever. And unfortunately, I think there was just a couple characters on the show in particular that had so much going on in their lives. And there was so much like, it was like diarrhea, you know, of everything in their lives that everyone was just like, wait, what? Like there was no relatability. It felt very inauthentic because like one day she's straight, one day she's lesbian, one day, you know what I mean? Like it was just kind of confusing. At least that's what I'm gathering from a lot of, you know, people have told me when I'm out talking to them, or what you see in the comments. And it was like they couldn't really relate anymore to some of the characters on the show. And I think that is sometimes can be a bad dynamic for a reality show. You know what I mean? I think that most of the times that people are tuning into these shows, they're excited to like connect with somebody and be like, oh, I relate to this person, or in real life we'd be best friends, or this or that or the other. And I think that, you know, for this last season, at least that's what I was hearing and gathering from what people were posting.
Yeah. I know that you and Tamra have had some ups and downs over the years. What's this? Do you have any communication with her whatsoever?
I'm sorry, who'd you say, honey?
Tamra.
Oh, who? No. So no, gosh, no. I've not had any communication with her. You know, praise the Lord for that, because that was just like so toxic and negative. And thankfully, we don't really live in the same community, so I don't have to run into her or anything like that. You know, listen, I really don't hold like grudges, whatever. Bygones be bygones. I'm in such a better place in my life than I was, you know, dealing with all that at Housewives. And, you know, I think she proved to be, like, I think the audience saw her true colors. I think it you know, the seasons after I was even off the show, I think a lot of people just thought, oh, it's just Gretchen and Tamra that have issues. But clearly she had issues with like almost every single other person on that show. You know, and we saw it this last season. I mean, for goodness sakes, her best friend, Shannon, and her are no longer friends. So after a while, you start to look at the common denominator and you start to go, okay, well, who's the problem here? You know, because in most of those relationships, she was the one that always was causing the drama or the issue, or something was going, you know, where most of if you've talked to most of the people that have had an issue with her on the show, it's because something that she has, you know, done to them, not the other way around. So, so no, I don't talk to her, and I'm totally okay with that.
Were you surprised that she was let go from the show?
No, I wasn't. I mean, I guess I was in a way, because I felt like the network sometimes rewards bad behavior, and I think that she knew that, and I think that she would definitely do a lot of things for camera, and she was kind of the messenger of the production and of Bravo on that show, of like, you know, they wanted something to be stirred up or whatever, and she would go and do it. And she, you know, would just kind of do whatever they wanted her to do. But I think it got to a point where it started to become really inauthentic. I think the audience and the fans really started to get over the shtick and over the BS. And it just became so obvious that she was like purposely like stirring something up or doing something. It was one thing if it just kind of organically happened in a scene, but it just became too obvious. And I think the audience was just over it. You know what I mean? I think it just became way too fake for them.